Hello and welcome back to another MLB The Show video. Today we are back with another year in review team build. The last team we used was the XP Reward Path team build, and we got the job done. We picked up another victory. We haven't lost yet so far in these year in review team builds. But anyway, the team for this video is going to be the Team Affinity team build, and this could possibly end up being the weakest team build that we're going to have, just because most of these Team Affinity guys were kind of meant to be more early game diamond rewards rather than like at this point in the game. Like you can see here, everyone on the screen right now, no one's over an 80 or a 90 overall. No one's over an 89. No one's into the 90s, because these were pretty much meant to like at the beginning of the game, if you wanted to go for a certain guy on a certain team, you went for it, you put him on your team. But now it's the end of the year, and we have every single one of the 30 main Team Affinity cards, although this team is going to be built with not all the main guys. So first off, in his secondary position, who else but the Cubs Team Affinity reward, Kyle Schwarber. This dude, he just remains to be a glitch every single year. Then over at first base, we've got Fred McGriff. I could have had a couple options at first. I think I had Edwin I could have put there. But yeah, I don't know. So for some reason, I decided I wanted McGriff on this team. There's really no specific reason. But then at second base, we got Brian Dozier. He also seems to be kind of a glitch, mostly in BR. I haven't really used him outside of BR. Then we've got this Jose Reyes at shortstop. I feel like a lot of people use this card early in the year. He seemed to be a really good card. Great fielding, great speed, pretty good contact, and he's a switch hitter. Then we've got this Miguel Cabrera, and man, that player model on the left of the screen there looks kind of weird. It doesn't look like the Miggy you think of now. But this card, it didn't really seem to get used all that much throughout the year. Then we've got Michael Brantley in left field. I've always liked hitting with Michael Brantley. He's got a couple versions in this game, and I would assume all of them are pretty solid hitters. Then I threw this Ben Zobrist out in center field, probably one of the more coveted Team Affinity guys at the beginning of the year, just because of his versatility and his switch hitting. And if you look at his attribute wheel in the bottom left, he's pretty balanced all throughout. And then in right, we've got Jay Buhner. I had a couple options for right field, mostly Dante Bichette, and you can see I don't have Dante Bichette anywhere. I didn't really find a way to fit him in, and I know in the past I haven't been too great with Dante Bichette, so I figured I'll leave him out. And then on the bench, we've got Edwin and this Josh Johnson, this breakout, as some nice bench bats to face lefties. Then for the lefty bench bats to face righties, I actually thought that the best two options were the silver Logan Morrison and the silver Pedro Alvarez, both guys known for being really good in BR, but I don't know if I've ever used them on ranked seasons, but hopefully if they get a chance, they can make something happen. And then the Nationals reward Trey Turner for some speed off the bench as well. Then over to pitching, it's the starting rotation that has some of the highest overalls that you can get out of these Affinity guys. We've got Juan Marichal, Hal Newhouser, Don Sutton, Brett Saberhagen, and an interesting thing about... Oh, and Johnny Cueto. I don't know why I skipped him. But the interesting thing about these pitchers to me, these Affinity pitchers, is Saberhagen, Sutton, and Newhouser, none of them have gotten a signature card. But then in the bullpen, starting with the diamonds, there are 3 diamonds. Yes, 3. Only 3. Don't think about who the 4th one would have been. But we've got Raleigh Fingers from the Brewers, Zach Britton from the Orioles, and David Robertson from the Yankees. And these two, specifically Fingers and Britton, both guys that were seen a lot at the beginning of the year. And for me specifically, I've been really good with Britton. Like, I used him a lot at the beginning of the year, threw 52.1 innings with him and only allowed an ERA of 1.38. So this dude was just a tank coming out of the bullpen for me. And then to round it off, we got 3 gold righties here in Nolan Ryan, Matt Belisle, and Luke Gregerson. And then the only other lefty that I really saw for a reliever was Justin Wilson. And, you know, if only there was a diamond lefty reliever in the Team Affinities that didn't commit a horrible felony. Well, I don't know. I can't seem to think of one because Justin Wilson's on the screen now. And if there was one that didn't commit a horrible felony, he'd probably be on the screen right now. All right, let's see what kind of team we got. I'm guessing it's going to be all diamond. Yep, who would have thought? At least it's not like... Well, I mean, I shouldn't say at least it's not, because it's one player that's not 99, and it's Yasmani Grandal. And I leave out his creative player because it's basically a 99. We've got Juan Marichal on the mound, so our number one pitcher, but I don't really know if I wanted to use him just because of his pitch selection. We do have to go up against Clayton Kershaw here in this one. And that's not always it's not always the best situation, but we're looking to make the best of it here. And Reyes line out to start the game. That's always fun. And he kind of hung a curveball. I was able to connect with it. Didn't quite get in the gap, though. I thought it might have had a chance at extra bases there. But we got a single. That's a good start. Oh, and he hit him. Ran the slider inside. Jay Buhner's on base. But we got to face a lefty with Schwarber. I forgot about that. That's a shame. He fooled me with that changeup. 2-2 count here to Schwarber. And he fooled me again with the changeup. He threw so many slow pitches that at bat that I was just like, all right, this one's going to be the fastball. And then he struck me out. Miggy, he put solid wood on it, but it's just not going to go anywhere. This version, he doesn't have the power. All right, I mentioned that Marichal wasn't quite the one I wanted to use the most. He's just got a lot of off-speed stuff and a lot of chance to hang a pitch. Just like that, on the very first pitch, he hangs a screwball. I didn't even think I missed my spot. Yep, and there's another hanger. Oh, this is not going to be fun. I swear to God. That wasn't even a hanger. It hit off the pole. Oh my God. That caught that much of the zone? I thought that was outside. Oh, Juan Marichal, you are not it. We really have to not let this lead get any bigger for him. I feel like at this point, I can still make a comeback. I don't think it's out of the question, but if we surrender more runs like last inning, then it's going to be a different story. It's not a good way to start. He is really just making solid contact. It seems like everything that Marichal's throwing that's a breaking ball is hanging in his eyes. I know that was a changeup, not really a breaking ball, but still off-speed pitch. All right, he's gonna hold up. All right, I kind of wish he would have taken the big turn there at third and went home. So now we got to get Trout. All right, let's get the no Reyes. Oh, we could have gotten out of the inning without giving up a run. Oh, that stuff can't happen. You know, I have to take Marichal out. He's just not working. I don't know why I went to the bullpen screen there. He is seeing Marichal way too well. So I don't want him to see Marichal anymore. We're going to bring in a pinch hitter here after just 2 innings of work out of Juan. Oh, and that was a pitch that I really could have done something with. And I honestly don't know where I missed that. I felt like I was all over it when I swung. All right, 83 overall, Nolan Ryan. Let's see what you got, bud. And he's giving up a hit right away. It's almost like you need a good team when you're facing off against a good player with a good team. That's going to be a double play, though. Reyes didn't botch that one. Finally get out of an inning clean. All right, we're turning things around this inning, guys. Wow. Wow. Hey, there we go. Miggy to straightaway center. We didn't get fooled on that change or curveball. You can't throw it too many times, especially if you're going to hang it that bad. I told you we were going to start something this inning. Oh, come on. That's such a good pitch. Get fooled. Yeah, that's not it. Nolan, you can't hang a changeup like that. Oh, I thought I was coming back because I just... All right, let's see what 86 David Robertson can do here. Let's see if he can get out, or if he can not allow a run in his time on the mound. Oh my gosh, I just cannot get out of an inning without allowing a base runner. He swung at a cutter so far outside. All right, Miggy is the only one who's produced a run so far. See if he can do it again. Miggy again? Oh, he did it again! What is with this 87 Miguel Cabrera? All right, we got 2 quick outs. How is the base runner going to be allowed this time? Yep, there it is. Who would have thought that after mowing down the first 2 batters, we give up a base runner on the 3rd batter? Man. He's having so much trouble with the cutter, hitting it hard. But when he fouls off like 3 cutters in a row, I feel like I should change it up. And then that's when the curveball gets smacked. Seriously? Oh, come on, Buhner. You could have made that play. 3 doubles in a row after we got 2 quick outs. Seriously? Another. You gotta be kidding me. Wow, I hate this curveball. I keep calling it a changeup. I have never had this much trouble hitting Kershaw's 12-6 curve. Please drop in. That's dropping in. All right, we have 2 runners on base. Maybe a miracle can happen and we can put ourselves back in this one. That one, oh! Why was that ball not hit harder? Oh, I thought I destroyed it. All right, who's up next to continue swinging the merry-go-round? Luke Gregerson, the gold. Let's see how many runs he gives up. All right. You know, it'd be nice if I could at least catch some breaks. Like, I know he's got 99s going up against golds, but when you're late and jammed on a 2-seam inside, it'd be nice for that not to result in a hit. Did a little hit and run there with Hornsby. Interesting that you feel the need to do a hit and run when you have a 7-run lead and you're facing a gold pitcher. All right, with that out, I only need 1 more out to officially not get mercied. What an achievement. Hey, did I actually do it? Yeah, it took until his last inning batting, but we finally got through an inning without allowing a base runner. All right, does anyone have a 7-run inning comeback on the books? Yeah, that's not the way to start a 7-run comeback there, Brantley. Oh, I am so disappointed in myself. You guys don't even understand. And McGriff grounding out. And with a whimper, this game is over. I don't know, that one, I can't lie, that one was frustrating for me. This guy definitely didn't pitch the best game I've ever seen with Kershaw. Like, he left a lot of pitches over the zone that I could have hit, but it just seemed like if your name wasn't Miguel Cabrera, you couldn't barrel up the ball. I don't know, I think a lot of it too just comes down to this team being obsolete at this point in the year. You know, you can't really compete with a team of all low diamonds at this point in the year against someone who is actually really good at the game. And judging by this guy's record at the beginning, he was a good player. So our first loss suffered in these year in review team builds. I knew it was going to come at some point, and I kind of did figure it was going to be this team. just because I did kind of think this might have been the weakest team that we're going to have. And just right here, I just found this interesting, but I struck out 5 times on that 12-6 curve. And like I kept saying, I've never had that much trouble hitting Clayton Kershaw's 12-6 curve. Usually, when that pitch comes in, it looks like a beach ball to me. That's usually the easiest pitch for me to hit. But for some reason, this game, I just couldn't touch it, and he struck me out 5 times with that pitch. But that is going to do it for this team build. I wish it could have turned out a little bit better, but unfortunately it didn't. I don't know exactly when these are going to be coming out anymore. Like I said, ideally I wanted it to be every week, but I missed a couple weeks, I think, so now I'm behind. So I don't know when these are going to come out, but make sure if you want to see the rest of my year in review team builds, make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss when those come out. But that's all I've got for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.